What is up, guys? It's your boy Day, and welcome to the Man United Talks preview show. I've decided that's what I'm going to call it. Please don't make me forget. The Man United Talks preview show. Hello. We're here to talk about Manchester United versus Spurs. But, as usual, before we get into that, let's talk about Yeovil. But before we get into that, drop a like and subscribe if you enjoy. Share it with all your mates. We're now at 70 subs. Do you understand? My goal for the end of the season was 50. We are now 20 past my goal. And I mean, maybe I was being a bit naive when I decided to set this accomplishment for myself. But I mean, just thank you guys. Seriously, thank you for everything. I appreciate it. But now let's get on to why we're here. Manchester United played Yeovil on Friday. Yep, evening game. Great game. Ended 4-0. Alexis Sanchez debut. Angel Gomez made his second appearance for Manchester United. It was a great day. Great night. Sorry. Michael Carrick came back in like he never left. McTominay played 90 minutes. Beautiful. Lukaku off the bench. Got a goal. What more could you ask for? Romero kept a clean sheet because he is the best backup goalkeeper in the world. Okay? It was a great game. I'm not gonna lie, I got so excited every time Sanchez was on the ball. He had the most chances created. I think he had the highest pass completion. Oh, it's just beautiful to see that we actually have a number 7 who is worthy of wearing the shirt, or plays as though. I think Di Maria was worthy of having the number 7 shirt, but he didn't play for the shirt. You know, I think a person who is in the World 11 definitely is worthy of wearing the number 7 shirt. Or should be, anyway. But Alexis Sanchez, I'm happy to have you here, man. And he got his assist. Not much else to say. Jesse Lingard got another goal. Like, what? Rashford got a tap in. And who else? Herrera loves a bit of fun against Yeovil. You know, he put in a great performance as well. So don't let that go unnoticed. He put in the key pass before Lukaku's goal. Anyway, we went there. We did what we had to do. Clean sheet, 4-0 FC. Let's move on. We're here to talk about Manchester United versus Tottenham, okay? Let's talk about Tottenham. Before we go in depth to Manchester United, let's talk about Tottenham. Tottenham just so happened to have the man who scored the most goals in 2017 in Harry Kane. Honestly, call me silly, right? I'm not going to say he's bad, but I just think he's a little overrated. Yes. Yeah, maybe it's a bit of the Ronaldo syndrome, you know? I think, you know, he's scoring a lot of goals. People are getting excited. But I don't see him growing as a player. Mainly because he's at Tottenham. But I mean, why am I even talking about this guy? He just scores goals for fun and people are going to look at me like I'm crazy. Let's talk about some other stuff in Tottenham's team. They got the likes of Eriksen, who is not world class for you deluded Spurs fans. He has class moments and he is good, no doubt about it. But he is not world class. Hugo Lloris, quality goalkeeper. Is he better than De Gea? No, I know that was obvious. I just felt like saying it. And then they got, you know, the other two of their front four in Son and Dele Alli, and they're also looking to sign Lucas Moura, which would be different. But Dele Alli, a player with a finishing touch, a young player who is mature in his play style but not in his attitude, which makes sense because he is still young. He's a good player who I would say, I guess, I have respect for. But it's not much else than that, really, you know. And Heung-min Son, who is proven that he is worth playing at the top level. He is top level. What's the word? Top level quality. Yeah, that's the one. Apart from that, I mean, their midfield is pretty stale because I mean they got Dembele back involved in the fold and that. And he is a player that I think goes under the radar. He's got a turn of pace in terms of acceleration. He just goes off the mark so quick sometimes. And he's a strong dude, man. The guy he's a beast, right? And he's just, it's weird. Like, he has such finesse at times, and he can also be just an absolute beast. He's kind of like Yaya Toure in a sense. Obviously, he's not on that level, but he's strong. He can run for days, and he can just take on people like nothing. And he's not like, he's fearless. That's the word. That's the word. He's fearless, and he's a player I appreciate watching. Quality guy. And then move on to the defense. They got Aurier, who is supposedly injured. I think he something to do with hamstring. Chance he could play. Unlikely. Unlucky for him. He's been on a good run of form lately, getting an assist every now and then. He's in my fantasy team, so yeah. And then you got Vertonghen and Sanchez, who have done quite well this season. Without Alderweireld, though, you know, they were playing a back three with Alderweireld. It was different. Didn't know if I was a fan of it, if I'm gonna be honest. But honestly, I'm getting bored talking about this Spurs team, so I know you're bored listening to me. They're just so... I mean, apart from the fact that they have large score lines, they don't entertain me. Like, you know, they play a high line, right? Which is something that we need to expose. Martial exposed it when we played them the last time, so let's do it again, alright? Beautiful flick on from Lukaku. If you don't remember that goal, I feel sorry for you. Yeah, but they play the high line, and I'm just getting bored talking about them, so I'm going to stop and just start talking about Manchester United. Let's get into the lineup, and then let's talk about how we should go about this game, or how I feel. So, in net, going with the best in the world in Dave De Gea. Back four of Valencia, Jones, Smalling, and Shaw, who is unlikely to start because Mourinho is Ashley Young's father. And then a midfield 2/3 of Matic, Pogba, and Mata. I'll talk about why I didn't put Lingard in a second. And then a front three, I guess you could say, of Martial, Sanchez, and Lukaku. Now, just take a look at it. Take it in. Alexis Sanchez is a Manchester United player. Just look at that. Yep. Okay. All right. So, I got my notes down. Right. Boom. Let's talk about Luke Shaw first. Okay. Mourinho said when we played Burnley, when we won 1-0, that he chose Ashley Young because he was looking for a more attacking fullback. So, by what he said, I'm gonna assume he thinks Luke Shaw is a better defensive fullback, which is true. Which is obvious, you know, he's stronger, he's faster, and he is just better at defending. After all, Ashley Young is a winger. And also, I mean, I think thing is, Ashley Young just puts in a different kind of ball than Luke Shaw. I think Luke Shaw's ball is potentially more dangerous. It's just that we have no near post runners, so the right center back is always just going to put it out for a corner because Lukaku doesn't get to the near post. He always waits on the penalty spot, which is something that really just kind of aggravates me at times, you know. He needs to make a near post run, or Lingard needs to get to the near post. Somebody. Mata is someone who does that on occasion, but he's gone into a bit of a controller role now these days, next to Pogba. So, but now with Sanchez in, who's another person who likes to take a bit of control, maybe Mata will make some more runs to the near post. But I think Ashley Young's crosses have a higher danger rate because he cuts back, puts it over to, you know, it's a ball going to the back post. So it has a higher chance of getting to Lukaku, or in this case Sanchez, who I will hope and pray plays on the right, because I don't want to see Mata cutting inside. Not that it would be a bad thing, but, you know, truth be told, Sanchez is going to play every bloody position. That's just how it's going to be. He's going to move around, and I have no problem with that because you can't put someone on him. He's going to be all over the place, you know, and that's going to be great because he's going to absolutely rattle people's defenses and get them all disorientated and disorganized, and I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Okay. Now let's talk about a stat or a fact or however you want to look at it. Paul Pogba, tomorrow on Wednesday, the 31st of January, will be his 6-year anniversary that he made his debut for Manchester United, which is pretty awesome. Some awesome sauce, man. Hopefully he marks it with anything, a goal, an assist, just not a red card. or an own goal. Now that I've said that, he's gonna get both. Bloody hell. Okay. No. So how about you don't do that? Anyway, Paul Pogba. I'm a little confused. Baffled or confused. I don't want to say confused. What's the word? I'm intrigued by what I'm about to see against Tottenham. I really am. I want to see how Mourinho sets out this team, because you got Mata, who's a person who thrives off of getting many touches on the ball. Paul Pogba also thrives on getting many touches of the ball. And then you have Alexis Sanchez, who, for those of you who maybe not have watched him at Arsenal, he had a lot of the ball. Genuinely or generally, he would have the ball majority of the time. When they're looking for someone to get the ball to, it's Alexis Sanchez. And then he starts off whatever move they made. I don't know what Mourinho's plan is for him at Old Trafford, but that is what he did for Arsenal. If you didn't know, I mean, he has such finesse in his movement, in his passing, in his play in general. He's just a very classy player, and you know, he's got that nitty gritty South American, I said it already, grit to his game. So people kind of let that overshadow his finesse and class on the ball. So I'm kind of intrigued, because Pogba is the finesse class guy, and then you got Mata, who also does some of the same. But I think now with Sanchez here, we'll see Pogba take a bit of a backseat, not in terms of taking control of the game, but I think now he can afford to go into that Paul Scholes kind of dictating the play type of role, which I didn't want him to do before, because I didn't think we would have the likes of Sanchez here, because now he can give the ball off to Sanchez, and he doesn't have to be, Pogba doesn't have to be the showman every time he gets the ball. Now he can relax a bit and then pull off some bloody well world-class stuff in the last 10 minutes of a game when the opponents are dead because Sanchez has already ruined their lives, you know. But I'm intrigued to see what's going to go down. I really am. And as for Jesse Lingard not being in the 11, I just simply feel like Jesse Lingard's movement is great. His runs are great. But I think if we want someone to link up with Sanchez, it's Mata. And I mean that in the sincerest way possible. And I don't think it's any disrespect to Jesse Lingard. I think him off the bench against Spurs would be great. I mean, I don't think they would know what to do with him, and he's probably going to score tomorrow. But I think for link-up play purposes, Juan Mata is definitely the player you need to have in the 11 with Pogba and Sanchez. Alexis Sanchez is Manchester. I know I've said that too many times. Please don't know. Please stay subscribed, okay? Thank you. Yeah, but I think that's all I have to say, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, looking at my notes. That's about it. All I ask is that we play pass and move, and that we exploit the high line. That is the way we're gonna break down this Spurs team, because they are a structured, settled-in team. Let's move the ball around, and when they do press and they come forward, let's put it over the top. Trippier is not slow, but he's not Aurier. Sanchez is probably going to be the fastest player in that back line, because I believe Ben Davies is the starting man at the moment. And then Vertonghen. Let's exploit them. We got pace in Sanchez, pace in Lukaku, whose pace, I might say, is underrated sometimes. And Martial. Even Rashford off the bench. That's a lot of pace. Let's use it. Let's play to our strengths for once. And let's not do what we did against Liverpool at Anfield, because I can't be asked to hear what the pundits have to say about it, first of all. And second of all, it's just not what we should be doing. We should be going to get 3 points. Okay? Let's keep going to close the gap on Manchester City. All we can do is continue to get wins. If we don't win, it's on us that we don't come second, or we don't win the title. Imagine bloomin' Liverpool overtake us and then go win the title. That's I mean, I can't believe I just said that, first of all, so let's not. But yeah, All we got to do is keep getting results. There was something else I had to say. West Brom just loaned Daniel Sturridge, and they're playing Manchester City. So Sturridge, do us a favor, all right? Just go get a hat trick on your debut, please. Thanks. All right. I have nothing else left to say apart from the fact that I am predicting Manchester United walk away from Wembley. Yeah, because I forgot. Wembley, 2-1 to United. I don't care how it happens. I don't care if it's a comeback, if we suffer a goal late in the half or in the second half. I'm going to say 2-1. I think it would be a crime to not allow Spurs to get a goal in terms of my prediction. I don't think it's a crime if we do it in the game. But 2-1 to Manchester United. Lukaku and Sanchez, bro. Why not? Sanchez, get a blooming goal on your Premier League debut for Manchester United. Alright? It's been your boy Dave. It's been Man United Talks. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe and please turn on the notification bell because YouTube is really doing people dirty these days. Alright? Thanks for watching. It's been your boy Dave. It's been Man United Talks. Deuces.